Hello, good afternoon, Asmitha.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the session, Asmitha. And first of all, very congratulations for landing your job into data analyst. Um, to begin the interview session, I would first like to ask you what exact job role are you currently working in, and which of the company you're right now placed in?
So, yeah, I'm currently working as a data analyst in Ascent.
Oh, Accent it is.
Yeah.
Okay, can you please get us through the job hunting journey you had? How much difficult it was for you to land in a job, or how was the market for job and everything regarding that?
So, I started my journey as a data analyst. So I took a course from DataMites. It's a data science course, and I want to say that the DataMites is the course they provide is very structural. So when so it was like I came to know that data science is very booming. So I took a course there, and after completing the course, the job hunting was actually very difficult because everyone were getting into the data field. The thing is, I started to apply on LinkedIn. That was the major platform. So whatever job posting that came in my field, or I used to like apply more than 50, 60 jobs per day. And it took like a few months because I was continuously applying, and also I got rejection things, and also I attended certain interviews, and at some point I didn't get into that, and but without losing hope, I was continuously applying, and then I landed over here.
Okay, so in which year you did the course with Datamites, and after that course, how many months after that you got your first job?
Yeah, I took the course in the year 2022, and after the 6 months of course, uh, I took like 3 to 4 months for me to land in this job. Before that, I was giving interviews, but I didn't get into that, and afterwards I got it.
Okay, so directly after the course, what job role was the first job you joined in your experience?
Yeah,
Like, is this your
it's
first job
yeah.
or
This is my first job as a data analyst.
as a data analyst? Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you think? What skills are required as a data analyst with respect to what works in the market as well as what essential demands as it being a data analyst there?
So as a data analyst, first of all, we have to know Python, and SQL is like a must, I would say, and also any visualization tool. So currently I'm working with Python and SQL. Obviously, we need to work get the datas, and also Power BI. So, if someone is looking over to as a data analyst, they have to have these four skills, and also Excel is also important.
Okay, so which application do you use for SQL and which visualization tool do you use there?
So, for visualization tool, I use this Power BI, and for SQL, we have inbuilt a data platform for us, so we use that. So, I would say you can for the aspirant data analyst, I would say you can learn Python from the W3 school. The basics will be there before getting into an interview. You can learn over there, and for SQL also, for to crack any interview, you must know the basics, because people ask only the basics. But while attending the interview, the questions will be simple, but while solving the problems will be little bit tensed and will be confused. So that just be strong in your basics that you can crack it.
Okay, that's great to know. Can you just run down us with the experience you had in Datamites, what you learned in Datamites, and how it actually helped you in your like in real world scenario where you used the tools you learned in the course and you used it in your job as well?
Yeah. Talking about Datamites, actually, I took the data science course in 2022, and I want to say that course that they provide in the Datamites is very structured. The from the foundation to the advanced. Actually, Datamites really played a very important role in my career because before joining into Datamites, I had no idea about how to deal with the even I had no idea about the Python or anything. Datamites is the platform where I learned everything, and also the hands-on experience in the project that made me to understand the concepts and understand the data because uh, we during while learning stage we'll be handling data that will be not that uh, uh, the the size of the data will not be that huge, but coming to the real world, we'll be handling the data. The size of the data will be very huge. So I would say that we have to practice a lot, and also the mock interview from the data might help me a lot. The questions they asked in the mock interview, I recalled everything, and the special thanks to the trainers. They are highly skilled, and they were very supportive. So my I would thank Datamites for my career now.
Thank you. That's good to know. Okay, talking about Python, the basics you've been asked. Yeah, in the interviews, do they ask you about hands-on in Python, like do the coding, live coding, and what is the standard of coding? Is it like basic, intermediate? What kind of questions regarding coding are asked in as a data analyst? I would
Yeah,
precisely.
actually, for a data analyst position, for the coding will be we have to on live we have to solve the problems. It's not only the theoretical part, but practical we have to do. And I would say that everything will be the basic thing only, but it's like we have to solve those problems, the basic easy problems we have to solve and see. Then obviously we can crack it. Uh, yeah, but and yeah, just like both theoretical and practical, both are there.
Okay, how many rounds of interview you had while applying for the job?
So, current job, I had 3 rounds of interview, or two technical and one HR. And I have also attended some other company previously, but I didn't get into that. But there, it's some companies there were like one round, one technical and one HR, and some will it's like one or two technical and one HR. That's the max.
Okay, coming down to the jobs, like you've been searching your jobs on LinkedIn and other things, what would you recommend students? What is the most ideal form of job hunting place, like LinkedIn or any other source? What are the different sources from where you fetched your job?
So I personally I prefer LinkedIn because I applied for the job and also I contacted the recruiters like that. But it's like people, some people may respond and some will not respond, and we will also get the rejection mails like that. But the thing is, without losing hope, we have to apply continuously. We have to apply, and per day more than like 50 jobs I used to apply because currently the market is like the data field is very booming, so the market is very tough to get into that. So without losing hope you have to apply for jobs.
Okay, so
And
for the span of like 3 months, you were continuously applying jobs every day on LinkedIn.
yeah, yeah. Within that 3 months also I got interview calls, but I didn't crack it. So after attending one or two, I absorbed the questions they asked, whichever I couldn't answer. So I started to practice those things, and finally I cracked this.
Okay, so tell me this, like as you have done the data science course in Datamites, do you use those machine learning algorithms, whatever you learn as data analyst also in your current job?
So, in my current job, the machine learning algorithms I'm not using, but using the Python to clean the data. So it is still there using the Pythons, but currently I'm not using the machine learning algorithms. So
Okay.
there are companies, even for the data analyst position, in the job description, so they are given that we should know the machine learning algorithms. So it's like it will be a data analyst position, but still we'll be doing the data scientist jobs.
Okay, so you're saying that you're using Python for data cleaning and for visualization, you use the Power BI. Can you give a quick rundown through what tools you use for what purpose in the current position you're working in?
So I deal with the huge data. So I use the Python Jupyter notebook for data cleaning, like uh, or removing duplicates, or adding certain rows, certain data, like that. And this Power BI for visualization for so I would say that as a data analyst, must the data visualization part is very important after cleaning all the data, and we have to project the data in a very simple and very attractive way, so that the stakeholders will understand it by seeing the within a glance. They have to understand the data. So this visualization tool is also very important for a data analyst.
Okay, Asmitha, can you just give a very structured form of way that once the students have completed their course in Datamites, what should they proceed and how should they proceed for the job after that? The skill, the preparing of for the jobs, what everything they are required and how they should approach to attaining a job, especially as a fresher.
So even I am a fresher. I previously had no job experience. So as a fresher, it will be like we have to put like 200%, because in the market, people with experience, their profile will be highlighted first. But so to show ourselves, our skill, we have to like do some certifications that we have to put in a resume, and we have to continuously first thing just start allocate like 5 days for Python, 5 days for SQL, and 5 days for visualization tool. Just make a timetable, and keep on practicing those things, because if we give like a gap, then we will forget the concepts what's happening. So we have to continuously recall, and at least in a day 1 hour and 2 hour you have to spend for applying jobs. Yeah, and in the resume, the as a fresher, we won't have anything to show off. So you have to do some projects in Kaggle. Kaggle has a lot of things. So do multiple projects in Kaggle, add those things in your resume, and also do certifications like that.
Okay, talking about Kaggle, how many projects you did as on your own part, like apart from the training, apart from the internship with the Datamites, how many projects you did on your own part?
So in nearly 8 to 9, I think so. Because at first I didn't explore, I didn't give importance for Kaggle at first. And then later I realized that something I have to put in my resume, because as a fresher, I had only the project which I did in Datamites. But apart from that, we have to show more that. So, and also in your resume, you can give your Kaggle profile, so that the interviewer, if they are seeing if you have solved a lot of problems, they will realize, okay, the candidate has experience with the data. So, practice a lot of Kaggle problems also.
Okay. One question. Before joining the Datamites, you had any prior coding experience? You were from coding background or completely non-coding background?
So, I'm an engineering graduate. I had a coding experience, but I'm not into deep into coding. During my college days, I had knowledge on C++, but the Python was very new to me. But Python was is a very easy. We can understand the language very easily. So, before joining Datamites, I had no experience on Python. After coming here, the trainer where how she was explaining was very easy to understand. And after completing my uh, daily class, I used to go back and study the basic Python. So W3 school is the one where I study the basic thing.
So overall, like, because people generally think that data science is one difficult course to proceed through. So people who are completely from non-coding background, they are skeptical in joining the course. How easy would you think that it is, or would you suggest people that it is to join the course, starting from completely no coding and then learning machine learning and everything, and then getting a job in exactly the same field?
Actually, the data science, the data analyst or the data science, anyone with no coding experience can enter into this field, and they can shine. Because even I had no idea on Python or the machine learning things before coming to data mass. I just blankly came, and after the classes, I used to work on those things. So I would say that as a non-programmer, it is first we will feel a little bit uh, difficult to understand what, because to understand the computer language as a non-programmer, it will be like what is the zero and ones kind of thing. So if it's very easy to understand, you can there are multiple YouTube's videos you can go through. It's I would say that it's as a non-programmer also, it's the data science field is very easy to get into and shine.
Okay, so finally, what would you recommend to all the people, or any message to people who are actively seeking jobs and finding it difficult to find jobs, considering the current market? And since you are already in the market, so what message would you want to give to everybody?
So currently the market is like a very competitive. I won't say it's tough, but it's like very competitive. So the thing is, without losing hope, you have to daily recall all the things, and continuously you have to apply and uh, do projects. So and in your resume, uh, uh, put your skills. What are the skills you learned? Everything, just drop it in your resume. Don't hesitate to put anything. Just give all those things, because now it is 8 years. So the resume, it's very difficult to get shortlisted also. So um, put all the skills and the projects. These two are the things how the resume gets shortlisted. So
Uh,
continuously keep on applying, because even I felt low when I didn't crack the interview or I didn't get any calls. But if you are losing hope and if you are not applying things, we won't get it. So without losing hope, if it'll take 1 or 2 months to get a call. Yeah, it will happen, but continuously apply and one day it will happen.
Okay. Did you create different resumes for every job application you were putting into, or you put the same kind of resume everywhere?
As a fresher, I didn't, according to the JD, I didn't change anything. I just kept the one resume format because previously I didn't have any hands-on knowledge or any domain experience. So my resume was a stable one.
Okay. So there's a question from Vedant Deshpande. He wants to ask you, how did you showcase your skills, portfolio, and projects? Did you create your own website, or like you had a proper resume there?
Uh, no, in your resume, you can use the Kaggle profile, and you can in a resume put your LinkedIn profile, and in the skills, what are the programming languages you know, what are the stuffs you studied in Datamites. Actually, whatever you studied in Datamites, the algorithms, all the programming languages, everything you can just put it in your resume.
So you created a normal PDF Word document sort of a
Yeah,
resume.
I use the one of the resume which is given by the Datamites only. They provided 2 or 3 sample resumes, and I collated all those 3 and managed to use that.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, okay, Asmitha, I think, yeah, we don't have any more questions from any attendees. Thank you, and it was great connecting to you and having great insights from what is required in the market and everything regarding the job landing and job finding. A few more questions, just a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
After completing the course from Datamites,
Mm.
including internship, how much time it takes you to land a job in science field in months? Though I have asked this question previously, can you please answer?
It took me 3 months to land in this job.
Okay. One more question from Kiran. What certification made important for you, this job for you? Like any important
So there
certification?
is no such important certifications, I would say. I am telling you to do certifications because you have to fill your resume. As a fresher, we won't have anything else to put it for a 2-page resume. So if there are like 3 or 4 certifications, you can add those things.
Okay, so yeah, they want to know the name of any certification if you would like to suggest it.
There are like Udemy is there where the courses will be free. There are like I I took Udemy, and uh, there will be some free certifications also. You can just Google it, free certification for Python basics, SQL basics, like that. You will get free certifications also.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully that would have been the last question. Thank you so much, Asmitha. It was really great connecting to you and very insightful session this was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank
Thank
you
you
very
for
much.
having me here. Thank you.